21. The 12th Amendment and the electoral vote is a method for electing the president. Yes, it's as obvious now, as it was at the time the constitution of this great nation was written, that the mindless sheep of this country cannot be trusted with something as important as electing the leader of the free world. So, while I appreciate the effort creator me to stop these sheep from having the ability to elect anyone, this astoundingly incongruous institution allowed the GOP and Georgia's worthless fat ass little brother Jeb to get that block-headed pawn elected, even though he lost the popular vote by 543,895 ballots. So, fuck you 12th Amendment, and fuck you electoral voters. 22. North Korea. As well as that deranged little egomaniac troll doll, Kim Jong-il. Once again. If we had just gone ahead and kicked Russia's ass towards the end of World War II, you and your cult of personality outhouse of a country wouldn't even exist. If we weren't so busy in Iraq we could pave your insignificant military first, population starving, ass pimple of a country, so the South Koreans would have more places to park their popular cars. 23. Republican apologists who continue to try and bamboozle us into believing that the Iraq war was a good idea, was being won, and would only be lost if we withdrew our troops. Guess what, people? W set up a puppet government that almost immediately kicked his corrupt rear end out of the country. So, fuck you Republican apologists. Newsflash. An update on Rush and his attempts to become an owner of an NFL franchise. The NFL and the team owners have issued a verdict on Fat Boy's bid. Denied. According to you, Rush, it is because some people don't like you, because you speak the truth, and that you are a casualty of Obama's America. Rush, the NFL has the most prestigious product in the world of sports. The fact that they don't want it represented by a divisive racist is not that hard to fathom. You were involved with a group led by Dave Checkerts in a bid to buy the Rams. But the group threw you under the bus, saying you had become a complication and a distraction after NFL players and others pointed to your asinine history of racially provocative remarks. Checkerts and the NFL dumped you because of your history of ignorant racist latherings. Not because you speak the truth, because you have a head full of excrement. Some of your brilliant truths. Look, let me put it to you this way. The NFL all too often looks like a game between the Bloods and the Crips without any weapons. You also said, have you ever noticed how all composite pictures of wanted criminals resemble Jesse Jackson? Rushy, compare your arrest mugshot with that of gay-assed homo serial killer John Wayne Gacy. See a resemblance? And you told a black listener that you had difficulty understanding too. Take that bone out of your nose and call me back. You also famously stuck your head up your massive ass when you referred to Donovan McNabb and belched up. I think the media has been very desirous that a black quarterback do well. They're interested in black coaches and black quarterbacks doing well. I think there's a little hope invested in McNabb, and he got a lot of credit for the performance of his team that he really didn't deserve. And you weighed in on the NBA. Call it the TBA, the Thug Basketball Association. They are going in to watch the Crips and the Bloods. I don't even want to touch on the racist jokes you belched up regarding the TV show Survivor. So, say what you want, Rush, but it's obvious to everyone that you are a fat old white guy who is afraid of minorities. If they were really as bad as you claim them to be, you'd already be a fucking corpse. This is America, and you have the right to say whatever you would like to say. Just don't be surprised when someone remembers what you said, rolls it up, and shoves it up your fat ass later on. Your astoundingly pompous sense of your own importance makes me laugh. Fuck you, Rush, Part 2. Thank you for your time. Woodhead, out.